you ready.
Good evening. My name is Jeffrey Escobar. For any of you who don't know who I am. I am one of the original residents of the Octagon. I've been here since its first building and continue to reside there. By profession, I'm a construction, land use, development, and real estate attorney for Crosstower LLP, one of the largest law firms, one of the largest law firms in the country. I was a RIRA representative in the Octagon for the last term. I'm one of 4 currently appointed community board, 8 members representing Roosevelt Island on that body, including one of the task force members of community board 8 an application for approval by Cornell at the Cornell NYC Tech Campus. Also a member of the Zoning and Land Use Development Committee of Community Board 8 and other subcommittees. Along with Ellen, an aide to Ellen, I'm serving as pro-bono counsel to Rick, that is currently taught to the school and the city as they negotiate community. So my main goals for RIRA, which I'm going to be stating is much more esoteric in nature than anything else, is 1, create a stronger sense of community amongst all residents of the island through the sponsorship and creation of more island-wide community events, not just periodic events, but ones like the RIRA Live, ones that are held throughout the course of the year. Ensure the open and free communications between island residents and island buildings, RIRA and RIRA exists, as well as increase active participation by all community members in community matters. Return to RIRA its mantle of legitimacy and advocacy for the islands and the island community. A place where innovative and new ideas are going to be exchanged and implemented in a body free of disrespect and for politics. And then strengthen each of us the responsibility to be an advocate for the community. Of course, there are individual members that each of us will take on initiatives that will create. I look forward to serving all of you in exploring each of these initiatives.
Hi, my name is Nicole Walden, and this is my first term on the board. I'm from the Octagon. I've lived on Roosevelt Island for about 2 years now, and I work at New York University. My background is psychology. I'm a social scientist, and I study social psychology, which is everything to do with how people interact, from negotiating to problem solving to teaching. And I'm a PhD. I'm doing research right now for the National Science Foundation. And my goals for this year, some of them have benchmarks and some of them don't meet. My first goal is to work with the committee that deals with the infrastructure on Roosevelt Island to make sure that our open spaces remain maintained and viable. You know, we have great parks here, we have great green areas, but for instance, I think there's only 1 or 2 working water fountains, the local water fountains. There's no reason for that. So I would like to see all of the water fountains working this year. And my other goal is to be involved in the Cornell Tech Park building and negotiations. I think that as an academic, I can offer some insights and understanding to bridge where they're coming from and where we're coming from, and make sure that the community is maintained and served and benefits as much as possible from the new tech park.
Hi, my name is Darush, some know me as Bob. I've been here in Roosevelt Island for 14 years. All my children were born and raised here in the island. This is my 2nd term as a RIRA council member. I'm very much looking forward to continue my service in the community of Roosevelt Island, to get to know more people, more friends, and my goals are to be a greater asset to this community, to bridge gaps between communities and individuals, and learn more about people, about their culture and heritage. And this is the right place to be. Thank you.
My name is Michael Churchill. I've lived in Denmark for about 3.5 years.
Alright, I'm a doctoral candidate at Columbia Medical Center University. Finishing up PhDs right now in stem cell therapeutics and economics. I guess what I want to contribute to RIRA over the next few years is try to make sure we maintain the real small community feel we have on Roosevelt Island. with the incoming Cornell Technical campus. We're going to see a lot of infrastructure upgrades and things like that, and we're going to have to accommodate a larger number of people, and I want to make sure that we don't lose that community feel that's so special to have in the middle of New York City.
You guys really can't hear me. You really need this mic. I have to tell you, it's very distorted. You really can't hear it there. All right. Thank you. Thank you for putting that out. My name is Ilonka Salisbury. I'm a resident of Roosevelt Island now for 12 years. It's my second term on the Common Council. I'm also on the RIRA board with the coalition. And my goal and my main goal is to continue showing up. It's one of the most difficult aspects of being on the Common Council, is to be here, to be involved, to keep going because of the demands of everything that goes on around us. And I'm happy to say I've made it my second term, and I hope to continue that and represent my fellow residents in Manhattan Park. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joseph Strong, and I've been coming to these meetings not as a council member. This is my first time since I was about 7 on and off. I decided to run this year after being on the outside of it for so long to really start to voice my own opinion about the island and to bring the viewpoint of a person who grew up on the island and now still lives on the island.
My name is Linda Shimazaki. I have lived on Roosevelt Island for 22 years. I have been on and off RIRA for the last 21 years. And I would like to run again for the chair of the social educational committee, cultural committee, and continue to bring fundraisers to the organization and help facilitate community events that not only create funds for our organization, and I'd like to top my funds from my previous years and hopefully make more money for the organization going forward, and also to help get our names out and recognition of people on the board of the community and have some ideas on how I'd like to support it.
My name is Ethel Rum. I came to Roosevelt Island, I think it was about 1990. During World War II, I was the civilian supervisor of the engineering department west of our Army base in Massachusetts. I recently sold a high-tech company of which I was president, which leaves me with time. I now also serve as president of the Lyceum Society of the New York Academy of Sciences. My fields are construction, interior design, engineering, and writing. I was raised in small New England towns, and so I feel very at home here on Roosevelt Island. You can count on me to help with anything that fosters neighborliness here. When Hurricane Sandy, and this was the Times picture of how we're in Section B, Zone B, we mostly dodged a bullet here. I would like to join any committee working on emergency responses because these 100-year, once in a 100-year storms, as Christy says, are coming every other year, and we are not prepared.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Ahn. I lived here in Roosevelt Island for 25 years, and I'm running Roosevelt Nail Salon on Main Street for over 20 years. And I have my 3 daughters who grew up in this town. And So I also served the last 2 terms on council, and I was participating in the housing committee. And I wanted to continuously involve community service, community interest, and participate in all interest, awareness, and participate. That's what I want to do. And I'm here and looking forward to work together. Thank you.
My name is Nick Miller. I've been Ward 25, and I represent Southtown. This is my first time on the Common Council. By profession, I'm a faculty member at NYU School of Medicine. I'm a cell biologist. I do not work in stem cells, however. My other experience, I've been on several organizations, so I have served as president of a religious organization for 3 years, so I'm very familiar with how small organizations work. I have addressed the RIRA County Council before because I have an interest in parking, and I broadened my interest. It's now transportation and impacts of construction in particular. And I probably would join Aaron's committee. He twisted, my left arm was pretty sore from him twisting it, and my right arm was twisted by my wife, Diana Paul, who's also involved in many things here. She knows that I care deeply about the issues and that he felt I should serve, and so here I am, and I'm glad to be here and to help out. And my second priority, I guess, is to try to integrate Southtown more with the rest of the island, because we feel like we're a separate island. And I think we should be part of the greater island.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Romano Reed. I'm a 25-year resident of Roosevelt Island. I first joined RIRA 2 years ago. Actually, I joined RIRA because I found that there were a lot of residents in my building that were not being properly represented. So I decided, well, it was suggested that I run for RIRA to give them representation that they were missing, that they weren't getting. With that, I continue to hope, I hope to continue to come to RIRA and with the hope of getting something accomplished, something positive accomplished, that we can get done.
My name is Vicky Thomas, little one in Florida, but I'm a 25 resident also. This is my first time here at the meeting as well. I'm glad that diversity is here, and I'm just ready for a change on the island.
Good evening. My name is Elizabeth Haberson Steper, and I'm originally from Sweden, but I have lived here with my American family in Manhattan and Westchester since 1973. And I became an American citizen in 2010. I was first employed as a tour guide at the United Nations in 1973 to 74. Then as a cultural affairs officer at the Swedish consulate for 35 years. Now I'm working part-time as a New York representative of a Swedish auction house, Bukowski's, located in Stockholm. And my education is a master in art film field and anthropology from Lund University and Columbia University in New York. So, since I've worked internationally, initially at the UN and for Sweden in the cultural field for many years, I'm comfortable at Octagon with its international needs of residents. As a new resident myself, I'm not able to specifically suggest any areas at this time of involvement, but I have some ideas. And I would like to find out what is appropriate for me to pursue in the RIRA committee and for the future of the island. Thank you.
My name, my name is Kareem. I'm a resident of Rose Island for 30 years. I was born. I went to school with my son. Yeah, it's nice to see you. Frank, I'm gonna take some background from after the hurricane Sandy did this one. I don't like to go into my background. I have a good background, educational background in the medical field, and I want to say, Frank, I'm going to give you 100% congratulations for that search and rescue that you did during the hurricane, and get that to Apple that we should have something here on the island, because if anybody really wants, you've never been in a war zone, and you say, oh, I have my enemies, and I wish that until you actually see one and actually be involved with one, with their speak in some areas, Breezy Point, Staten Island, and Red Hook, and there's absolutely, what you saw in the news is one thing, but it actually being there was another story to witness. And when you see little babies come in here, we call them the mucosal membrane, and when you see them shivering in their mucosal membrane, which in their beds are showing they were not actually signing out of their action program. So that was a real bad sign. But don't wish the worst in your enemies. Senator Serrano, let me just make it, he had a meeting back here about April about rescuing, and we're considered to the back of Richmond Beach area. And I live Roosevelt Island in the back of the East River, and at one time I thought I would have to evacuate because the water and waves are rising, and I thought that I live on ground floor, I have a garden apartment, and I really thought that my daughter and I would have to really get out there within the tides, recently. I serve on a lot of committees. I get along with practically everyone, even though one part is loud. My part kind of goes very to the part of life. I could work with anyone. My committee, I'm just my friends, Bill. Okay. My background is in prison health medicine. I am a nurse practitioner and board certified physician.